After a full season of building up to its epic Moiraine versus Lanfear confrontation, the Wheel of Time has finally revealed the fate of Rosamund Pike's character. Ever since her experience in the glass columns of Ruideen, Moiraine de Modred had been of the mindset that she most likely wouldn't survive her inevitable clash with Lanfear. Despite Pike's status as the top-billed star of Prime Video's adaptation of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time books, there was a good reason for viewers to ponder her future as well. In the original text, Moraine's conflict with Lanfear did, in fact, lead to the latter's seeming death. Even if she didn't pass away, what transpired here undoubtedly had an impact for years to come. The Wheel of Time Season 3 finale eventually adapted the moment in issue, after the show spent a significant portion of the third season addressing the topic of how it would handle this specific twist. Moraine's character had a very different future when she miraculously defeated Lanfear in the battle. Although Moiraine and Lanfear did not battle in the Shadow Rising when Rand's group was in the Ale Waste, they did battle in the next book, The Fires of Heaven, which took place in Caerhine. Lanfear became enraged after learning that Rand had become intimate with Aviendha, and when Lanfear attacked, Moiraine stopped him to save Rand, which resulted in a test of their one-power abilities. Since Lanfear is one of the strongest channelers in the world, it is not surprising that he won. Knowing that it would take extreme means to stop her, Moiraine forced Lanfear through a ter'angreal portal, and the two of them passed through together. Both were then assumed dead for a long time, and Moiraine missed a number of Wheel of Time books before returning in the 13th installment, Towers of Midnight, where Tom and Matt's group found her in stasis in the Tower of Genjay, a nexus point to the dimensions of the Elfin and the Eelfin. The fox species Matt met in the conclusion. Given Lanfear's level of power in the Wheel of Time, it made a lot of sense for Moiraine to have to sacrifice something in order to defeat her in the TV show as well. However, the introduction of Sakarnin, a strong sa'angreal that she never possessed in the books, leveled the playing field somewhat and allowed Moiraine to fight much more effectively, allowing the show to allow Moiraine to win outright, albeit with some assistance from Lan and additional motivation from Siwan's passing. The Wheel of Time avoided Lanfear and Moiraine having to take long-term absences from the story, since Moiraine chose to take Sakarnin from Aviendha Sora in the city of Ruideen, despite the fact that Lanfear escaped and Moiraine suffered severe injuries, which is clearly a very different outcome from what happened in the original material. It's crucial to take note of the chronology changes while analyzing the potential consequences of the Wheel of Time altering how Moiraine and Lanfear's conflict ends. Rand had already acquired the Stone of Tyr, taken possession of Caerhine, and spoken with Elaida regarding her ascent to power as the Amorin seat by the time of the fight, which took place at the end of Book 5, The Fires of Heaven. Many of these events from The Fires of Heaven and the Dragon Reborn are still expected to occur, and given how the plot develops, it wouldn't be shocking if they all took place in Season 4. In addition to the events at the Stone of Tyr and Caerhine, the Wheel of Time is set to undergo a number of story changes as a result of its choice to retain Moiraine. Numerous obstacles had to be overcome without her, such as the Battle of Dume's Wells, Rand's capture by the Red Ajah, the construction of the Black Tower, and the numerous other conflicts Rand had with the remaining Forsaken in the Wheel of Time. It's difficult to say whether any of these events would have transpired differently if Moiraine hadn't vanished, but now the show can provide an answer. There is a lot of storytelling potential for the Wheel of Time to explore when it comes to the roles Moiraine could play in upcoming book adaptations. For example, it will be interesting to see how Moiraine will fit into the upcoming standoff between Rand and the Aes Sedai. In Lord of Chaos, members of the Red Ajah gathered to subdue and gentle Rand. Having Moiraine by his side could lead to a decidedly different take on this conflict, and perhaps a direct retaliation on Moiraine's part against Elaida. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.